Louisville has come out and said that they were set to spend $8 to $10 million purely on the transfer portal alone for their basketball team to try to return Louisville into a top-tier basketball program. And it is looking like it's going to work because they definitely were not lying. They already have one of, if not the best transfer portal classes of this offseason, picking up 3 key players that are all set to make around $1 to $2 million projected through the NIL, which still leaves them with some room. If they're willing to spend $10 million, that will leave them with at least $4 million more to spend on transfer portal players. So that there, with that number and the projected money that these 3 players are going to be making, that tells me that they're not done in the portal just yet. But the 3 players that they did pick up were all guards. They're going to have maybe one of the best backcourts in the entire country. But their first guy that they got was Adrian Woolley, was a freshman for Kennesaw State, and that freshman averaged 19 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 3 assists per game. And that's pretty good numbers. Obviously a good scorer, a good rebounder for his position at guard. He's going to probably play one of the wings here for Louisville. And what an awesome pickup there as a freshman, still going to have 3 years of eligibility remaining to play for Louisville. And yes, that was their first real good pickup. Next up, they got Ryan Conwell, a transfer from Xavier, who was averaging 16 points per game, 2 assists per game, and also just a great three-point shooter. Shot over 40% from behind the arc this past season for Xavier, and just another really good pickup. We will see if he will start this year. I have a feeling that one of these guards is going to have to come off of the bench because they have some incoming freshmen, and particularly a 5-star freshman point guard, where I'm not sure if they are going to be able to start all 4 of these really good guards, and I think Ryan Conwell might be the guy that will come off the bench. But the third and their most recent transfer portal pickup that they got was from Virginia, Isaac McNeely, and he is yet another really good shooter. Averaged 14 points per game, 3 assists per game, and shot 42% from behind the three-point line. He is one of the better shooters in the country. He really put him up for shooting 42% from the three-point line. He shot over 7 attempts per game for Virginia, and I think in a Pat Kelsey offense where we just seen guys like Rain Smith be able to light it up from behind the arc, I think that he is going to flourish under Pat Kelsey in this Louisville team and just be a perfect fit. And they also have a couple of really good incoming freshmen, which they are going to need all of these new players because they had a ton of seniors on their team that will be leaving, including Rain Smith, as I mentioned earlier, Chucky Hepburn, Terrence Edwards. All these guys were seniors. That was the core of their team, so they're going to need to build this team back. They are doing just that. The incoming freshman that they have is a top 5 freshman in the country. He is a 5-star point guard, Michael Brown Jr., going to be one of the better freshmen in the country next year. I expect him to start at point guard and then have Isaac McNeely and Adrian Woolley play your wings. And then I would say Ryan Conwell is probably going to have to be the guy to come off of the bench, but it would be very interesting if they do want to run a 4-guard lineup. Would be very interesting, but I would assume one of these players would come off of the bench. They also have another top 25 recruit coming in. He is actually 25th on 24/7 Sports. He is a 4-star recruit, and that is Sonata Frew, a 6'11 power forward coming in there to Louisville as well. I do expect if they do get another transfer portal player, it would be somebody from the front court. I think that's where they need to target, as they are looking to maybe have one of the best backcourts in the country next season, but that front court definitely needs beefed up. They probably need to find a center. They need some rebounding. They need some beef down low. So I look for that remaining $4 million that they were talking about spending, looking in the portal for some front court. Some guys that they could potentially go after, that I would personally go after if I was Louisville to beef up that front court, a freshman from last season from Arizona State, and Jaden Quaitons has just recently entered the transfer portal. He can be a rim protector down low, a scorer down low, a guy who has potential to stretch out as the 5-man. sign. That would be an amazing get, as he is a former 5-star recruit and was a freshman last season. I think that that would be an amazing pickup for them. Or also a guy that isn't as top of a guy in the transfer portal, but Big Z from Arkansas I think would be a really good fit for this Louisville team as well. But I definitely think that they do need to target some front court heading into next season. They look like they are going to have one of the best backcourts in the country. This is going to be a very exciting team to watch next season with 5-star freshman Michael Brown Jr., these transfers, really good shooters, Ryan Conwell, Isaac McNeely, and Adrian Woolley coming in as well. This is going to be a very fun team, and it is looking like Pat Kelsey is going to get this Louisville team back on track to competing in the NCAA tournament, making deep runs, and hopefully competing for championships, because Louisville is an excellent basketball program. They should be on that level, and it's looking like they are getting back to it. Let me know what you guys think about Louisville building their team and spending all this money through the transfer portal. It's almost like if you are wanting to be a top program in college basketball, that is probably the least amount you can spend. You got to spend at least $5 to $10 million through NIL in the transfer portal if you want to compete at the highest level. Louisville is trying to do that. So whether we like it or not, this is where college basketball is at this point. So let me know what you guys think about Louisville spending all this money through the transfer portal and setting themselves up to compete once again next season. And let me know if you guys want to see other videos like this for some other teams. I got some other videos like this lined up, so subscribe if you guys are new. We got videos like this, transfer portal videos, NBA mock drafts coming out soon, a bunch of other college basketball content here on the channel. You don't want to miss it, so subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.